So let's start with the last topic of this chapter, that is the optical instrument. Under this optical instrument, we're going to learn three optical instruments. These are simple microscope, compound microscope, and astronomical telescope. A simple microscope is the most simplest one. It is just been used to explain the fundamentals regarding which you can use basic fundamentals which will help you to understand compound and astronomical telescope more properly and find out their magnification capabilities. So, we will first learn with the simple microscope. Now, what is a simple microscope? A simple handheld convex lens of short focal length is called simple microscope. As you can see in the picture, I have placed there is a one convex, there is a handheld lens, a convex lens placed over a paper. So, its application is actually to read very small letters which are unless very hard and very strenuous to eye. So, we use these lenses to read these words or letters or characters. And other applications is that you may have remembered that when you were performing vernier caliper experiment, when students perform vernier caliper experiment in the lab, physics lab, they generally, it is very strenuous for them to find strenuous to their eye to read the vernier coincidence. So, generally at that time also you use the convex lens to read the vernier coincidence. Then many manufacturers use this, in the watch manufacturers use this to see the tiny parts, tiny watch parts and fix them or whatever purpose. So, these are some applications of simple microscope, and there are infinite applications. So, you can find out some few more from their own. Now, before we proceed further, you see we will find out it's. So, now in the next part of this video you will see we will find out the magnification capability of the simple microscope. This is actually the idea to find it. Now, magnification capabilities, when you talk about the magnification capabilities, every optical instrument works in two modes. One is called the far point adjustment, and this is called the near point adjustment. Now, what is far point adjustment and what is near point adjustment? In far point adjustment, when the final image is formed at infinity, when final image is formed at infinity, we call it the lens or the instrument is working at far point adjustment. And when the final image is formed at 25 centimeter, which is we call it least distance of distinct vision, and when it is formed at 25 centimeter is also known as least distance of distinct vision, as you have learned in your earlier classes, right. So, then we call this the instruments to work in, the instrument is working in near point adjustment, fine. So, what from now whatever instruments we are dealing with, we are going to always find these magnification capabilities in these two modes. Okay. So, let us establish the relation for the magnification at the near point. So, imagine that you are looking at an object, For you to see this object distinctly and clearly, it must be at a distance of 25 centimeter from you, from the eye. So, this is the eye. From the eye should be at a distance of 25 centimeter from the eye. So, we denote this distance 25 centimeter as a capital letter D. So, it must be at a distance 25 centimeter from you. This is AB. So, when you are looking at the object, this height will subtend certain angle at your eye, at the eye. We call this angle as alpha. Now, imagine you are looking at the same object, but using the convex lens now. Okay. So, let us bring the lens. So, in order to look at this, imagine that this is the principal axis. So, this is the object which is placed in front of the lens. of the lens. Now, to see it in the magnified form, it must be in between the focal length of the lens and the optical center of the lens, because then only we know it will form a virtually enlarged image, correct. So, as a result, imagine first ray, it being parallel with principal axis originating from AB. After refraction, it will pass through the focus, correct, and there is another ray which is going to the optical center. These two rays, let me use the yellow line to extend. So, these two rays when extended will meet somewhere behind the object, and hence this is our final image, which is enlarged, magnified, whose height is greater than the object size. Now, we need to find out what is its magnification. Now, note, we will be able to see this distinctly and clearly if this is the final image is also at a distance of 25 centimeter from the lens. So, this distance must be again d only, then only we will be able to see this clearly without any strain on the eye. So, let us say this angle be beta. So, this is A, B, this is A prime, B prime, fine. Then angular magnification, M will be written as tan of beta by tan of alpha. So, what is this? This is the angle subtended by the image at the eye to the angle subtended by the object at the eye. So, now what is tan beta? Let us go back to the diagram. So, tan beta would be, you can see it is we can write this as A prime B prime by D also we can write, correct, and we can write this as AB by D also, because you see the angles are similar only, is it or not. So, we can write this as AB by D also, because these triangles are similar, these being similar to this, correct. And okay, sorry, I must say that this is U, okay. So, what you can write now, we can write tan beta would be equal to AB by U, AB by U, and what do you think tan of alpha will be? Tan of alpha would be AB by D, AB by D. So, AB get cancelled, we get this as D by U. So, if I use the sign convention here, so this is also minus, this is also minus, now both minus cancels out, we are getting D by U, that is magnification M is equals to D by U, correct. Now, we can write this in another form. So, this is actually nothing but V by U only, is it or not. So, we know the lens equation 1 by F is equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So, other way we can write this expression is that in terms of focal length of the convex lens is that 1 by F equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Now, if you multiply it by V, so V by F is equals to V by V minus V by U. So, that gives me V by F equals to 1 minus V by U. So, M will be equals to V by U is M. So, I am writing this thing as M. So, M is equal to 1 minus V by F. Now, V is minus D, right, V equals to minus D. Therefore, M will be equals to 1 plus D by F. So, this is the magnification of the simple microscope at near point adjustment. What is the benefit of this expression? This expression depends only on the uses only the focal length of the convex lens, clear. So, this is the magnification of the simple microscope at near point adjustment, okay. Magnification at the far point now. So, to do that is same thing only, is not much difficult. So, now what will happen is that the final image will be formed at infinity. So, again you see you have the same scenario, here is your object, here is your object. You will be always looking at the object from at a distance d only, and this object, when you are using the lens to view it, say now to image of the object to be at infinity, to be formed at infinity. So, as it is a far point adjustment, that means you are adjusting the lens in such a way that the image of the object is formed at infinity. The object must be at the focal length of the focal point of the convex lens. We have learned this earlier, right? So, as it is at the f, what will happen now? So, any ray after refraction, this will pass through the f1, and also one more ray will go through the optical center. These two rays, as we extend, will meet at infinity, and hence giving rise to a object, giving rise to an image which will be at infinity. Hence, this is the ray diagram. So, this is the ray diagram for the image to be formed at infinity, correct. So, this is the far point adjustment for the simple microscope, correct. When this happen, what is the magnification? Then again, as usual, we will consider this is alpha and this is beta. This distance is u. So, we will see magnification will be, magnification m will be again will be tan of beta by tan of alpha. So, also this is a, this is b, this is a, b. So, to see this image clearly, it must be at a distance of d 25 centimeter from the object observer. So, now tan beta will be how much from here? You can see from the picture ray diagram, the tan beta must be equals to ab by u divided by tan of alpha would be equals to ab by d. But here u is how much? Here u is minus f and v is how much? Minus d. Therefore, m must be equals to, and this ab get cancelled. So, it is d by f, that is it. This is the magnification of the simple microscope at far point adjustment. Clear? So, again I am explaining you. So, generally every time when you look at the object, you will be looking at the you will be able to see distinctly when it is at a distance of 25 centimeter from your eye. So, that is this case. Now, when you use the convex lens, as you adjust it, that means if you move the lens a little bit close and far, you will see the object will come at focal point of the convex lens. When this happen, the final image of the object AB will be formed at infinity. So, at that time what is the magnification? So, this is the maximum, this is the magnification d by f, correct. So, hence this is the magnification at far point. Okay. So, we have learned simple microscopes to adjustment condition. This is just the introduction to the concept of far point and near point magnification. Now, we will employ this to find out for the compound as well as for astronomical telescope. Thank you.